Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in the first day of 2020. Happy New Year, yay! I hope you've had a blast over the last year. I know it's not been a great year all round in like the general scheme of things, just how shit the world is right now. But personally, I hope you've had a good one, and let's just hope that 2020 is even better. So my video today is basically about 2020 and me personally, what I'm hoping to achieve and the goals that I have. I don't really like doing New Year's resolutions. I think that's just a bit and just no one really does them anymore, do they? I always do see though like the beginning of the year as a great way to just start afresh, and just if there's anything that you want to sort of get done, or you just want to change something for the good of like yourself or whatever, then New Year is a good place to start for me anyway. I always find either a Monday or New Year is a good place for me to just clean slate and just do whatever, whether it be a diet, new exercise regime or whatever. So yeah, I just thought I'd do like a video because there's quite a few things that I'm hoping will be happening in 2020 so that it will be a much better year than 2019. Like I said, 2019 wasn't exactly a bad year for us per se, but it was a difficult year, and I think that's just the whole thing of being a first-time mum and getting used to having a toddler running around the house and causing havoc and clashing personalities and stuff like that, because he's quite a strong personality. So I'll just get started then on basically what I'm hoping to achieve, or at least get done for 2020. And the first one actually is I've started looking for part-time work. Not really, it's multiple reasons really. Firstly, obviously the whole YouTube thing isn't working out as well as I thought it would be. I mean, you don't really start earning from YouTube anyway until after your first year, I think, but you still need to have like 1,000 subscribers. I haven't even hit 100 yet, so I mean, I never saw myself as being like PewDiePie or Markiplier sort of scheme of followers in 6 months. But yeah, it's a bit disheartening when you're not as popular as you could be to at least be earning something. But I still want to keep the channel going because it's a fun thing. It's a nice hobby that I've been keeping going. I think we would have reached a year in like March or something. So yes, it would be nice to just keep it going as a hobby, even if I don't earn really anything from it. So yeah, so obviously that's the first thing. I'm not earning anything from YouTube. I have 0 Patreons, or patrons on Patreon I should say. So yeah, so this is becoming more of an expense than actually me earning anything. So if I want to be able to keep this going, then I need to be earning money somewhere down the line. But I don't want to send my son into full-time care, because I know obviously there's a lot of women out there that don't really have the choice with that, which I think is just a really shitty thing. I'm in a very lucky position in that financially I don't have to go back to work if I don't want to, but I feel like in order for us to have a life that we'll be happy with, and for me to feel that Bubs is having like the childhood that I would like for him to have, then I think me earning a few extra coins, sort of like a few extra pennies along the way, would actually really help us. So like I'll be able to take him out like to different things and not have to worry. We'll be able to go on holiday and not have to worry about money and stuff like that, because we are getting along and we are able to go on holidays, as you've seen from all my travel vlogs I've done lately. That's why it feels weird doing one of these videos, because I haven't done one of these in ages. Yeah, we're able to like do the holidays and we're able to go out and do those things, but we are just sort of getting along. And if there was to be something like the car was to go, or our boiler was to expire again, it's like we would struggle, we would really struggle. So me getting out there and getting a part-time job just to earn that little bit of extra money, I think is the right step forward. There's also the thing of I'd like for Bubs to be able to socialise with babies like his age, because at the moment he has 2 classes that he goes to. He goes to swimming, but he doesn't really get to socialise with the babies because obviously we're holding on to them while they're swimming. And the only other time then he gets to actually socialise with like actually interact with babies is in his sensory class. So that's kind of up in there at the moment because of a lot of horrible things that are going on with the teachers. So we don't even know if that's going to be continuing into the new year. We haven't even heard anything about booking back on. But again, that's only 45 minutes every week. So I just feel really bad for him because when he sees other kids, he's just so happy and he just wants to socialise with them, he wants to play. So, and he doesn't get that with me because I have no mum friends. We don't get play dates or anything. So yeah, so it's just really difficult for him, and I don't want him to suffer socially for his mum being weird. So not having any friends. So, well, like mum friends anyway. So yeah, so I want him to go, there's a load of really good childminders around here, there's a really good nursery as well, but until I get a part-time job, I wouldn't even be able to afford to take him for like a day or a couple of hours or something. It's just not in our budget to be able to afford it. So again, me doing part-time, that's what we're hoping for. There's also the thing of I need a new laptop desperately because these sort of videos are quite easy to edit, but the travel videos are such a pain in the arse. And also I really want to get back into my Let's Plays. As some of you might know, I have my my gaming channel that I do, Lorianne Gaming, where currently at the moment there's only a couple of Tomb Raider playthroughs on there. But I really want to expand it, and just because it's not a Tomb Raider, even though Tomb Raider is a massive part of my life, it's not a Tomb Raider channel, it's a gaming channel. So I want to be able to play the games that I love on that channel and just expand and just have a bit more variety. I mean, for Christmas, my husband got me Hellblade, the first Hellblade, and I've been dying to play it for ages, but I really want to play it for the channel. But until I get 5 minutes peace to be able to sit down and do it, like, so that's another thing, obviously putting my son in nursery so I can actually get the gaming channel back up and running. Also, my Elgato is really struggling with my laptop, and it's such a pain in the arse trying to set up and do it every single time rather than just leaving it permanently plugged in and being able to use it. So I need to update my recording software for that and hardware. So yes, so financially that's what I need to do. I need to be able to get new hardware, new software to be able to expand my recording, because I mean, obviously this channel is Confessions of a Gaming Mum. I can't really do much gaming when I have a toddler running around and I don't have the hardware to be able to record it. So yeah, so it all kind of just, for everything to happen, this one thing needs to happen. So I'm relying quite heavily on getting a part-time job. I'm in no rush, like I said, because we're quite financially stable. So I want to make sure it's the right job. I'm hoping for something that means I can work from home, so I don't have to like traipse into London. Even though we are quite lucky at being quite local to London, it's still a long ass journey, and it would be nice to be able to be at home, and then if there was an issue with my son, I can just jump in the car or walk down the road and I can go and pick him up or whatever. So really hoping I can get something work from home, and I'm looking at the most like 3 days a week. I think any more than that and I will feel like I'm missing out on my son growing up, because that's the one thing I don't want. I really want to be there for, because this is such an amazing part of their life where like just every day he's changing and he's developing and he's just learning new things, and it's just so amazing to watch, and I don't want to miss out on any of that. I mean, we've had the big stuff in terms of like we've had his first word, and we've had his, like, he walks, like obviously he's walking everywhere now, but there's still the whole thing of like his vocabulary and him just learning new words and being able to like form sentences and things like that. I really don't want to be missing out on that, and I feel like if I was to work full time, that is something then that I would miss out on, and I would just feel so guilty about it. Like I said, at least I'm in that position where I'm lucky enough to be able to make that decision for myself and for my son. So yeah, so that's, I guess, the main thing for 2020 is to just get a job, get my shit together so I can just constantly, like, because I love doing these videos and I love gaming and I love being able to record how I game, because obviously you've got like a game I've been waiting for so long coming out in 2020, which is Last of Us Part 2. So I'd love to be able to not only obviously record that for my channel, so I've got until basically the end of May to sort of get the job, get my new laptop and everything, but also I'd like to be able to record, get Last of Us done. I did it previously on the Survivor Reborn channel, but I don't know if you can actually still see it. But yeah, I know I recorded it for that, but I'd like to give it another go because I haven't played the game in so long. It would be nice to just replay it in preparation for Last of Us Part 2. So there's that. Also, I'd really like to be able to play Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I can remember when I was in school, just the huge hype there was over Final Fantasy VII, but I was in like such a bubble in gaming world when it came to games, because I was just so into Tomb Raider, and it was basically the only game I played. So but I remember all the hype and just being like, yeah, no, it's not Tomb Raider, I don't really care. So it would be really, I'm really hoping I can play that as well for the channel. That would be really interesting, I think. And that's kind of a decision as well that I've been sort of mulling over the last couple of weeks in terms of how I'm going to do it, in terms of, because obviously I have this channel, which is obviously a gaming mum channel, but I also have my gaming channel, and I was kind of like, do I put gaming on Confessions of a Gaming Mum, or do I just keep it to Lorien Gaming? So I think at the moment I want to keep it to Lorien Gaming because that's my gaming channel, and just keep my vlogs to this. I mean, if you have any suggestions, like maybe if I play like particular games, like kid-friendly games or something, because that's another idea I had, like Lego games or Minecraft or things like that, just things that you can play with your kids, sort of thing. If you think that would be a good idea for me to actually, so I have some sort of gaming on this channel, then yeah, let me know in the comments, because I'd really appreciate some feedback and some guidance in where I need to take things for the new year, because I'd really like to have like a firm path and know actually where I'm heading with things, because I have a feeling that people think this channel doesn't really have a set path in which it's going, like with the travel vlogs and then with like my cooking and different things like that. And obviously I think you have the whole thing with, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to have a clear goal in terms of what you want to do. Like you either just do vlogs, or you just do travel, or you just do cooking. So the fact I'm doing all of them, I don't really get a set audience. So again, that's something I really need to consider. I mean, I love doing the travel vlogs, so I'm hoping I can still continue with them, because they are quite fun to do. They are a lot of hard work, but they are really fun. But I think mainly for now I'm gonna stop with the cooking stuff maybe, and then just carry on with vlog, because obviously travel vlogs are still vlogs, it's just I'm on the move. So again, just leave comments below on what you would prefer to see on this channel, and I will try my best to make it what people want to see, because that's what I want to do. I'm obviously, I enjoy doing what I want to do, but I also would like to make sure that the people that are taking their time out and watching my videos are enjoying the footage that I'm giving them. So yeah, that's another thing. I'm trying to think of what else there was. I think probably the other biggest thing is the fact that we're actually trying out, as of today, obviously this will be going out on the 1st of January, hopefully, we'll be trying out Veganuary, or is it Veganuary? I'm pretty sure it's Veganuary. But anyway, we will be going vegan for the month of January. Well, me and my husband will. Bubs will, because he was kind of baby-led weaned as well, he will be doing some of the meals with us, but because he's really fussy with his food and there's some things that might have too much salt or too much sugar or whatever, so he might not have everything that we have. He might have like a vegetarian option or whatever, and I don't really want to risk making it that, because we're new to the whole vegan thing, I don't want him missing out on precious nutrients or whatever while we're sort of still learning things. What I probably will do is I'll probably buy him some multivitamins just to make sure he's not missing out. So yeah, as of today, me and my husband are going to be full vegan for January, so I'll probably be doing a couple of videos. I might do like the whole month but in week installments sort of thing. So we can see like going vegan on a budget, eating out vegan, being vegan in things other than food, like trying to be cruelty free and vegan in like your shampoo, your clothes and different things like that. I'll see how the weeks go and what I can do. But yeah, it's something we've been mulling over for quite a while. I think since Bubs was born, it's always been that thing in the back of my mind that I just want to make sure that he is aware and he has the most options in terms of how to not only look after himself in terms of knowing how to cook and knowing what good things to eat, but also in terms of giving back to the environment, so to speak. So like we're trying to cut back on as much plastic as we can. I mean, for Christmas my husband got me some reusable face wipes, like makeup wipes, so I can use them. They look like breast pads actually. I haven't tried them yet because I've still got my old makeup wipes, so once they're done I'm going to move on to these ones. So we got them. Obviously Bubs has been in cloth nappies since, well, for over a year now I think. We use cloth wipes as well, which are absolutely fantastic. If you can switch to them, I would highly recommend them. They are so good, a lot better than regular wipes. I would definitely recommend them. I got Bubs and my husband bamboo toothbrushes for Christmas. We've gone to these vegan wax paper things instead of using cling film, different things like that. We're just trying really hard to cut out as much plastic as possible, so it becomes a habit for us. So then when Bubs gets older, it's just second nature to him. So I don't want him to grow up, because the amount of kids I see when I go shopping that like eat at McDonald's and then just throw their rubbish, or it's not just kids but adults as well, it's probably like where they learn it from, just throw their shit out the window in like a car park and just litter everywhere. And I'm just like, if we're going to, if like the future generation is going to have any chance of getting through like all this, like just this planet surviving, then we need to teach our kids how to be as caring and as eco-friendly, and just try and take care. I think I sound so like hippie when I say all this, but I just think we need to teach like the next generation how to be better. We shouldn't just be like, oh, they can sort of look after themselves sort of thing. We have to lead by example. It does piss me off when I see like there's so many companies out there that should be doing this themselves, like the whole thing of like plastic straws and plastic cups and things like that, and like single-use plastic and things like that. Companies should be doing more, and the government should be doing more to do something about that. But the only way we can get these companies to actually do something about it is by us talking with our money. So you don't buy single-use plastic, you buy recyclable stuff, you buy reusable things, and that's the only way you can get companies thinking, oh, actually this would make us more money if we actually did this. And it's the same with veganism. I mean, to be honest, I don't see me and my husband going fully vegan, but I want to do a full month of being vegan. One, it might change my mind completely and I might go fully vegan, I don't know. Well, because I've never gone fully vegan before. I've had vegan options before, but I've never done a whole thing of just completely cutting meat and dairy and eggs out of everything. So you never know, I might actually think I don't need meat and animal products in my life, therefore I'll go fully vegan. But even if I don't, I'll still have that mindset that there's more options out there, and I want Bubs to be able to have that as well, because me growing up, I was such a fussy eater to the point that I hated vegetables. My parents tried so hard to get me to eat vegetables and I just hated it. So I'd literally just eat meat and potatoes. That was it. That's what I literally grew up eating. I might have like peas or like I had pasta. I've loved rice my whole life, but my mum used to make a really lovely spaghetti bolognese, like with minced beef, and she'd put peppers, mushrooms, onions in it, and I would sit there and pick them out. That's how bad I was as a child. I'd pick all the tiny pieces out because I just could not bear to eat them. And I don't want Bubs to be like that. I'm really hoping he's not like that. He is really fussy with his food at the moment, which is why I'm kind of not forcing the whole vegan thing on him, because I actually want him to eat. I don't want him to not eat. He's not really been eating a lot of meat anyway, because I think he's always found it too chewy, but he loves vegan chicken nuggets. So that's a good start for one thing. But yeah, so that's the thing. We're doing Veganuary. We're going in with an open mind in terms of if it convinces us to go vegan, then obviously brilliant. If we're still convinced that we want to still have meat and animal products, I think it will help us to at least cut them out like a hell of a lot than what we're having now. I mean, pretty much the only time we eat meat now is for our evening meal. I mean, I have cheese on toast for lunch, but in terms of meat, it's, like I said, the only time we might eat it if we don't have anything vegan or vegetarian will be of an evening meal. So it would be nice, and like I've already got a vegan cookbook out of some Christmas money I got from my nan. So it would just be nice for me to actually try and try those like more options and to say that you don't have to just have meat with every meal, and like when you go out you don't have to have the steak, you can have like the vegan pasta and stuff like that. So it's just something I've decided I really want to do, because I really just need to change my mindset to the fact that there are definitely options out there, and a lot of tasty options. Again, because I moaned about the fact I was really fussy as a child, I'm still really fussy now. So there has been a lot of vegan food that I've tried that I'm not that great with, because I'm very picky with my veg and how it's cooked as well. So that's I think that's the major hurdle for both me and my husband, because my husband's not a big fan of like fresh tomatoes and things like that. So yeah, it's definitely something we're both really enthusiastic to actually just open our mind, like I said, open our minds to what we can actually do in the whole veganism movement, so to speak. But like, I think we're really enthusiastic as well, because it's the whole thing, like I said, you're just one person, but in order for companies and laws to change, you need to, like, people need to make a difference. Like when you go to like a restaurant and you ask for the vegan options, if more vegan options are sold, that will encourage them to put more vegan options out there and less meat products and different things like that. So it's the only way that companies and laws and the government are going to change is by us making changes individually ourselves. Again, that's the whole thing. I want Bubs to be able to grow up and not be like, my voice it's only a one voice, it doesn't really matter. But when that one voice is surrounded by all these other voices, then it can really make a difference. And that's what I think with Veganuary, it's really good movement, because the amount of people that are signing up to it, it's absolutely brilliant. And you can tell it's making a difference because you've got like Greggs, you've got all the supermarkets, I'm trying to think who else. I know Aldi has like they're launching for Veganuary just a shit ton of vegan options, so it's like there's no excuse really not to try it. And some of them, I mean, we tried the vegan sausage roll last year when it first came out, if you could get one, because they were constantly sold out, and they were fantastic. You would not think that was not an actual sausage. It was brilliant. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to just being able to just try anything and everything I can, just to see if I can change my mindset about a bad habit really of just relying too much on meat and animal products in my food to actually make it taste good. So yeah, so that's basically 2020 in a nutshell for me. So I'm starting 2020 with a lot of hope, enthusiasm and ambition. Hopefully it will work out. And again, like I said, leave comments below on where you would like to see this channel go in 2020. Also, if you're taking part in Veganuary yourself, if you are a vegan, if you have any recipes that you think I would love as a meat eater, then please please send me them, because I need as much inspiration as possible for the month ahead. And yeah, any part-time jobs that are work from home, please send me some links, because I need to find work. But yeah, and tell me what you've got. If you do New Year's resolutions, then tell me what you plan to do for 2020. Do you plan to improve yourself? Do you plan on traveling more? Do you plan on losing weight, gaining weight, starting a family, getting married? I want to hear from all of you guys that are still actually watching these videos. because I really appreciate you, and I'd love to sort of help to, or try to build a community amongst us, because it's really nice. It does make my day when I receive a comment on my videos. I don't really get a lot, so when I do get that one comment, it's like, yay, someone's watching my stuff. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. Again, Happy New Year. If you do celebrate Christmas, then I hope you had a lovely time, and I'm wishing you all the best for 2020, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.